Hello, you are listening to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast with your hosts, legally blind licensed massage therapists, Kyle and Kelsey Pleasant. On this show, we talk about the messy, beautiful process of living a more intentional life. Whether you're into self-care, soul care, or just trying to stay sane in a noisy world, you're in the right place. Now take a deep breath, and let's begin.
Welcome to the show, Kyle. I keep thinking about this really tender little heartbreak in relationships when somebody is absolutely loving you, like genuinely trying, and somehow it still does not land.
Yeah. And the hard part is that usually isn't a lack of love problem. It's more of a translation problem. Love languages get treated like cute relationship buzzwords, but really they're the ways people most naturally give love and receive it.
Exactly. And that mismatch can sting. One person is over there doing acts of service, cleaning the kitchen, handling errands, fixing the tiny annoying thing that broke 3 days ago, and the other person's heart is quietly going, "Thank you. But I really needed words, or time, or just you sitting with me for 20 minutes with no distractions."
That phrase you used, 20 minutes with no distractions, that's the whole issue, isn't it? Because from the giver's side, they're thinking, I just spent an hour helping you. And from the receiver's side, it can feel like, yes, but I still don't feel seen.
Affection can be present and still feel invisible. That's the part people don't always say out loud because it sounds ungrateful. But it's not ungrateful. It's just, "Oh, babe, you're handing me a beautiful message in the wrong envelope."
That's a good way to put it. Wrong envelope, same heart. And I think couples can get defensive there. What do you mean I don't love you? I do all this stuff. Well, sure, but the deeper question isn't, am I performing love? It's, is the other person actually experiencing it as love?
And that's where I think the most useful question is also the simplest one. When do you feel most loved? Not, "What should I do so I can pass the test?" Not, "Please hand me the rubric, professor." But really, when does your nervous system relax? When does your heart go, "Oh, there you are"?
That question, when do you feel most loved, shifts the whole conversation from performance to perception. Because you can be working very hard, very sincerely, and still miss the target. Not because you're bad at love, just because you're speaking your native language and assuming it's universal.
Which is such a human thing. We all do that. We're like, "But I made you coffee, folded laundry, and brought home a little treat, so obviously I am crushing this romance thing." Meanwhile, the other person's waiting for one sentence, "I'm proud of you," and they're over there emotionally eating crackers in the dark.
The crackers are never a good sign.
Never.
I know for me, it's been easy to confuse I'm doing things for you with I'm loving you well. And those are not always the same sentence. Doing things matters, it counts. But if I'm solving problems while missing what your heart actually asked for, then I'm being helpful more than connected.
Oh, that's good. Helpful more than connected. Yeah, I've done that too, especially when life gets busy. I can slip into caretaker mode and think, well, I showed up, I handled things, I kept the train on the tracks. But loving somebody well sometimes looks less like efficiency and more like attention.
And attention is costly in a different way. It's not just effort, it's presence. You can't really fake that. You can fake productivity for a little while. Presence, not so much.
So maybe that's the little mirror for today. Not, "Do I love the people in my life?" Most of us do. The sharper question is, "Do they feel loved by me?" And if the answer is not always, that isn't failure. That's information.
So let's make it concrete. The five common love languages, in order, are words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, gifts, and physical touch.
Okay, and I like in order there because even hearing the list helps people locate themselves. Like one of those probably made somebody listening sit up a little straighter.
Right? Words of affirmation is pretty straightforward, but it matters more than people think. It's not empty flattery, it's hearing something real and direct. I'm proud of you. I appreciate you. You matter to me. For some people, those words are not extra. They're oxygen.
That line, "I'm proud of you," hits hard. Because if that's your language, practical help can be lovely, but one sincere sentence can go deeper than 10 completed chores. That's not being needy. That's just how your heart hears.
Then, quality time. And this one is more specific than just being in the same room. It means no phone, no multitasking, not we're technically together while one of us scrolls and the other answers emails. It's undivided attention.
Technically together is so real, like, congratulations, we shared oxygen. But quality time is, I'm with you. No phone, no multitasking. That exact standard matters because people fake quality time all the time.
Acts of service is the one a lot of people lead with. Taking care of a task without being asked, doing something that lightens the other person's load. Not because you're keeping score, but because love notices strain and responds.
And without being asked is the memorable part for me, because that is a whole different feeling than, can you please do this? And then it gets done. Taking care of a task without being asked says, I saw the need. I didn't wait for your exhaustion to become a formal request.
That's exactly it. Then, gifts. And this one gets misunderstood maybe more than any of them. It's not about price or extravagance. It's a small object that says, I saw this and thought of you. The meaning is in the noticing.
Yes, a small object that says, I saw this and thought of you. That's so different from flashy spending. It's almost like making a memory tangible. A little, hey, you existed in my mind when you weren't in front of me.
And then, physical touch. A hug, holding hands, a hand on the shoulder. Simple things, but not small things. For many people, touch communicates safety and presence faster than words can.
And this one hits differently for us. As two blind massage therapists, grounding touch is just natural. It's not an add-on. It's one of the ways we read the world.
Yeah, read the world is the phrase. A hand on the shoulder, a hug, holding hands. Those aren't just affectionate gestures in our life. They communicate orientation, reassurance, mood, intention. Touch tells the truth quickly.
Presence too, that's the part I feel in my body. Touch can say, I'm here with you, in a way that's almost pre-verbal. Before a long explanation, before the perfect sentence, there's just that grounded contact. It settles something.
And because massage is part of how we care for people, we've seen how grounding touch can regulate somebody who's stressed, grieving, overwhelmed, not fixing their life, just communicating, you're not alone in this moment.
Which honestly is why if somebody loves through touch, withholding it without realizing can feel like sending a text with no words in it. Like, thank you for the blank message, sweetheart.
An empty text bubble, that's painfully accurate.
But I think the hopeful part is this isn't mind reading. That's the clean takeaway for me. Love is not mind reading, it's paying attention.
Paying attention, learning each other's language, and then choosing to speak it intentionally. Not once, not when it's convenient, but as a practice.
And if you need a place to start, maybe just ask the question we said earlier, when do you feel most loved? Then listen like the answer matters because it does.
That's the whole work. See you next time.
Thanks for listening to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast. To learn more, visit pleasantspirit.com and don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. If you want to reach out, you can email us at podcast@pleasantspirit.com. If you are in the Portland, Oregon area, you can schedule a massage at pleasanttouchmassage.com. Until next time, be well.